Yes. It's gonna be hot, but yes, it's gonna be loud. So hot, yeah. We can't even open this window because our neighbors are ratchet. Hey beauties, welcome back to 2000 and Pretty. So I finally have all of my orders in from everybody's sales, from the Sephora VIB sale, Macy's Cosmetics and Fragrance sale, Scandinavia had a 25% off sale. What else? I don't know. I think, oh yeah, Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And yeah, I think I pretty much have everything. Well, I know I have everything now, and I was waiting to get all of my packages in, all of my orders in, so that I could just film it all in one video and just bring you the spring sale Palapalooza. So I'm going to start with Sephora. The Sephora VIB sale passed last week, and truthfully, I did not get a whole lot of things from Sephora because most of what I wanted, most of the beauty things that I wanted, I was able to get at a better deal elsewhere. So I just grabbed a few things from Sephora that I could not get from any other store. Oh babe, can you get my Laura Mercier powder? I used it this morning. Yeah. So it's on the beauty tool. So I picked up just a few items, not a whole lot. I'm gonna start with this Sephora brand Micro Smooth Illuminating Baked Luminizer, and this is in the shade 02 Light Beam. I have 01, which is more of a golden shade. I think it's called Starburst or Stardust or something like that. So I got the second shade because they are clearancing this, they're discontinuing it, and I've had the intention to pick it up for some time now, but I just hadn't up until now. But it was on sale, clearance sale for $7, and I figured, hey, I mean, I guess it's a good thing I did wait so long. So this is supposed to be more of the pink version of the two illuminators. On my skin tone, it does come off pretty peachy. It's kind of peachy. So I don't know, but I like that actually because I'm very picky with pink highlighters, so I kind of like that it looks a little bit more peach on me. And then I wanted to grab the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I got the shade Medium Deep because, as we all know, she decided to put out a second shade in this powder. Since the dawn of time, since the powder released, everybody has used it and raved about it in the translucent, just the no color version of it, and I wasn't really interested in that. I'm kind of weary when it comes to white powders. I'm very selective. I have one from Van Nuys that I enjoy, and I also have the RCMA no color powder, and so those are the two white powders that I use, and I really don't feel the need to pick up any other white powders. But when she decided to make this more of a brown skin friendly version, I figured I would wait for the sale and pick it up. So I tried it this morning, and I started off using it by setting underneath my eyes with it, and then I realized that it was deep enough that I could use it to set my whole face. And so that's what I did. I just kind of swooped it around my whole face. Like, I baked under my eyes. Well, I don't really bake all that long, literally not at all. But I baked under my eyes, so I let it sit there for a few seconds, and then I kind of like just dusted it around the rest of my face. So it's more concentrated in this area here, and just loosely dusted everywhere else. And I think it set pretty nicely. I like it. I don't have any qualms with it right now, and I like it even better having gotten the 50% discount off of the product. I picked up two items from Makeup Forever. I got the Starlit powders. I got number 2 and 12. So here is number 2. Number 2 is the white-ish powder, but when you swatch it, it kind of swatches like this golden green. You can see it in the lid. It's kind of like a green gold shade. So I went with that. I've been lusting after these for a very long time. Every time I go into Sephora, I just watch it and have a highlighter gasm, and I just needed them. I wanted to get a lot more of them, but they're $21 each, and even with the 15% discount, I was just like, I'll just grab 2 for now, and you know, maybe in the fall when the discount is 20%, I'll go ahead and pick up another 2 or 3 or 4 more. Anyway, this is the shade 12, and this one is copper, and so it really is a beautiful copper, as you can see in the lid. And these powders you can use them on your eyes, you can use them to illuminate the face, you can use them anywhere on the body, and they are absolutely stunning. Like, the sheen, the luminosity that comes from those are not to be taken lightly. And then lastly, from the Sephora VIB sale, minus some samples that were kind of irrelevant, but lastly, I wanted to grab a few of the Sephora Rouge Cream lip stains, but I just grabbed this one in 29 Dark Forest, and this is that really beautiful deep green. It's probably better suited for the fall because it really is a forest green, as the name says. But you know, I'm gonna wear it whenever I want to. I don't want to tear the stickers. So the thing with these is that the sticker with the name is on the outside of the plastic packaging. So I tried to always take these off carefully, remove the plastic, and then put the sticker back on the tube, because if you throw it away, you won't know what your shade is called, you know, unless you're really good at remembering. But this is the deep green shade. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
The name's not on the lid?
No, the name's not on the lid. It's on this sticker that I peeled off of the plastic. So that's it there. It kind of looks black, or maybe even a little grayish. Like, it kind of looks charcoal on camera, but I'm gonna play with this. I'm gonna play with it. But I really wanted this color more than anything else. And that's really it that I got from Sephora. I just got these other samples, but these I really don't care about because they didn't have any good ones at the time that I ordered. And that was my Sephora VIB sale order. Then I went to Scandinavia, to Scandinavia.com. I didn't actually go to Scandinavia, but I went to their website because I checked my email and they were having a 25% sale. So I wanted to order the complete collection for the, I think they call it like their oil-free pro collection, whatever. So I ended up getting the post makeup recovery spray, and I got the 8-ounce bottles and everything. And I got the makeup finishing spray, oil control, as well as the primer spray, oil control. And I have these two already. I've already tried and used these, so I know that I love them. I know that they work. I've actually just gotten to the point where I'm pretty much running out of all of my sprays. So with these two sprays, as well as the bridal one, I have those at my beauty table, and I'm like down here on all of my sprays. So I wanted to re-up, especially since it was at a 25% sale. And then with that, we were whoever ordered through that sale was also sent the recovery spray in a sample size. I actually really like these little mini baby sizes because they're great to throw into your makeup bag, throw into any kind of cosmetic traveling case when you're on the go. So I like that they throw these in, you know, just as an extra. Thanks for ordering with us. So I love those sprays, and I will continue to repurchase them. Keeping on with sprays, let's move on to what I got during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. One of the days, they had the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. These were on sale, 50% sale, and I grabbed 2 of them. I love this spray. I know that people kind of talk about this as if it's just glorified water, and for the most part, you know, it is comprised of water, but it's infused with vitamins and all kinds of other things that are really beneficial to the skin. And I enjoy it. I like the way it feels when I spray it on. I like the way my makeup applies over it. And these are my 3rd and 4th bottles of it, so I must really like it. And then the other thing that I got during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale was the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I picked this up again because this is something that I've wanted for quite some time. However, I just was not interested in paying the full price for it. So it's $38, so I spent $19 on it. And at $19, I was okay, you know, with picking it up. At $38, not so much, because this is an illuminating primer. So it's not like a heavy duty mattifying primer, which is predominantly what I need and tend to gravitate towards. It's an illuminating primer, so it's not going to have the, in my opinion, the longevity that a mattifying primer has. It's just gonna make the makeup look a lot softer and a little bit more diffused, which is why I got it for days when, for my shorter days, for days when I'm just in and out for a couple of hours and then I'll be back in. And it just gives a nice soft base to the face for days when I don't necessarily want to be completely matte. So that's why I picked that one up. And also from Ulta, the NYX, certain items from NYX, I don't remember specifically what, but certain items from NYX were buy 2 get 1 free. And so I decided to go ahead and pick up the duochrome illuminating powders. I got the shades Lavender Steel. They say that they're duochrome, but I'm not getting as much duochrome. It's just, it's a lavender illuminator, and that's exactly what I'm getting from it. I'm not getting any other reflect. Maybe if I move the pan this way, you can kind of see something else. But truthfully, predominantly, I see lavender, and when I apply it to the face, I get lavender. So I don't know what else it's supposed to be reflecting. This next one here, this one is perfect for deeper skin tones. This is Synthetica. Now this one might be a little bit more duochrome than the Lavender Steel because it goes from this really beautiful kind of peachy, almost orange shade to a gold. And this one, I actually do see the shift when it's applied to my skin. So it really does a beautiful job of going from that peachy orange shade to gold, and hey, I like it. So I think like with the sale, I ended up spending about $3 or $4 each on these. Instead of paying $8 each, they came down to about $3 or so each, which in my opinion was a steal. And the last one that I got is Twilight Tint. Now this one in the pan looks pretty white. It almost looks a little green on camera, but when you swatch it, it comes off as this really pretty blue reflect. Look at that. So I figured if I would get these funky colors like a purple highlight or a blue highlight, and I kind of feel like, almost in my mind, I think maybe I'm imagining this, but I kind of felt like there was a green one with NYX. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've seen so many duochrome illuminators that I'm just getting them confused now. But I figured that if I was going to do these kinds of colors, that I'd just buy it cheaper, because it's not something that I'm going to wear all the time. It's not something that I'm going to wear as my daily makeup. So I had to take advantage of that sale. And lastly, from Ulta, I picked up some skincare products. I picked up some products from the line Derma E. I've used Derma E in the past, and I actually really like the brand. It's a natural brand. They use organic and natural ingredients, just health-conscious ingredients to really truly benefit your skin. And I picked up a few items, and I was surprisingly pleased because at the time of checkout, these were 20% off. They were like, the brand itself was 20% off, and then also at the time of my purchase, I had received my Ulta 20% coupon, so I was able to get 20% off twice, which was awesome. So I picked up the Derma E Hydrating Night Cream with hyaluronic acid, and I picked up the Vitamin C Intense Night Cream with probiotics and Blue Boys. I don't know what that is. And I also picked up the Vitamin C Renewing Moisturizer for daytime. So I just wanted to get these in. I needed some new moisturizers. I'm using a Derma E anti-wrinkle cream right now, and that's pretty much done. So I wanted to try some other things out from the line. I tried something else out from another brand, and it kind of left my skin feeling a bit dehydrated. So I just wanted to grab items that would restore moisture to my skin. So that's everything that I picked up from Ulta. That includes the 21 Days of Beauty sale, as well as the Platinum 20% coupon perk that they sent out to us. Now, let's move on to the things that I picked up from Macy's. Now, I work in retail, so I tend to have a pretty good discount when it comes to department stores. And so I get a lot of my beauty items from them now. I don't shop at Sephora as much as I used to anymore, to be perfectly honest with you. I like to go into Sephora. I like to go into Sephora every time I walk by a Sephora, because it's just the environment, you know, it's pretty. I get to swatch and play with things, and then I be on my merry way. But as far as actual shopping, I don't tend to anymore do the bulk of my shopping there, because I get a better deal elsewhere. Now, Macy's had a fragrance and cosmetics sale, and I kind of just grabbed everything that I wanted. So we're gonna start with this bag. In this bag, I have a beauty blender set. It has 2 beauty blenders and the beauty blender cleanser. I know a lot of people say that they don't like the liquid cleanser. They prefer the soap bar cleanser, but I haven't used the beauty blender bar cleanser, but the liquid one is fine. I like it. It's not like the end all be all of soaps, but it works. It gets the job done, and I don't have a problem with it. And I use that on my beauty blenders, and I also use it on the H&M sponge that I actually really like a lot. The 2 things that I am like gagging over from this purchase, these are the Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizers. Now, I already have 004, and for the most part, I was just going to get 004 and just stick with that and be done, because for an individual illuminator, these things are expensive. So, but during the sale, I had an amazing discount, and so I decided to pick up 001 as well as 003. I didn't get 002 because it's a pink shade, and again, I'm very particular with pink shades. I don't really like pink shades that pull silver. If they're pink and they pull gold, or they pull a warmer tone to it, then I'm all for it. So the 002 in this was just a little bit too silver for me. Now, this one here is 001. Oh my gosh, this is the original before they started to expand, and it is just gorgeous. I'm not gonna swatch it. I'm sorry. It's expensive, and I'm not gonna put my fingers in it. I'm just not. I'm not even gonna play you and act like I am. I'm not. I don't like swatching, and I know that's weird being a YouTuber, but anyway, this is 003 right here. Oh, and it's a soft gold. It's a different gold than any other golds that I have as far as my illuminator collection is concerned. What I love about these illuminators is that they give off an effect that kind of, it doesn't look like you're wearing highlighter, it just kind of looks like your skin is naturally beaming. And when I say natural, I don't mean subtle. I mean, it just looks like it's coming from within you. Like, it doesn't look topically applied. And I think these are gorgeous. So, there you go, Dior. You got more of my money because I could not stay away. Again, this is 001 and this is 003. Okay, so next up from Stila, I got the Perfect Me Perfect Hue Eye and Cheek palette, and I got it in the tan and deep variety or version or option, whatever, because there's 4 of these to cater to light, medium, or fair, light, medium, deep skin tones. And I, of course, had to get the one that had these beautiful oranges and like this really, really beautiful, I guess it's kind of a cranberry shade. But I love these shades. They are definitely in my wheelhouse. And this is something that it's not really on anyone's radar right now. It's not like the most sought after palette out there. I'm gonna swatch this blush shade right here because, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. That is gonna be, shades like that are really beautiful on deep skin tone. I swatched the blushes and the two swatches at the top, and I just feel like those are going to be really beautiful, especially during this season. This one here is a lighter, more of a peachy, kind of somewhat coral shade, and these kinds of reddish cranberry shades, I feel like they work for my skin tone any season. So I love this palette. I'm really happy that I picked it up. I've wanted it for a while. And so yeah, there it is. Oh, so from Sephora, let's go back to Sephora for a second. I forgot about this. This is at the bottom of my bag. This is from NARS. This is the Banque de Sable. This is the Banque de Sable palette. And oh, this thing is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like, how could I not grab this? I have to say that after this haul, I am done buying highlighters and illuminators and all of the above. I think the only illuminators out right now that I want, that I have wanted and I haven't picked up, are the ones from Makeup Revolution that are in like the heart shape. And I didn't pick those up because at the time that I was shopping, they weren't in store, but they are in my store now. Nevertheless, I grabbed this. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I've worn it a handful of times, not a lot, maybe 2 or 3 times. I swatched them backwards. So this one here, not flipping you off, is this bronzy shade right here. Look at that. That is just so soft and beautiful. And then this middle shade right here. And then this more champagne shade right there. Oh my gosh. I am just living for these shades. So beautiful, beautiful illuminating palette. I think that this is the first thing that I've actually purchased from NARS. The only other thing I have from NARS would be the lip duo that Sephora gave as the birthday gift a year or 2 ago, whatever. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this palette here. Next up, I have this foundation. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, and I have the shade 24 Golden. This is the shade that I use to highlight underneath my eyes. I don't like a stark highlight. I don't like to be too light, so I use this because it's just, you know, the right shade for what I find to be suitable. Yeah, I'm not a beige under eye highlighting kind of dark skin girl. No, that just doesn't work for me. But this is nice and golden, and I am currently using one now, and it's about halfway done, and I figured I had a discount. I would go ahead and pick up another one for when I'm ready to get into it. I have some more skincare products. I have some things from Dr. Brandt. Now, I subscribed to BoxyCharm because the February box featured this product. Is it this one? Yeah, the Microdermabrasion Age-Defying Exfoliator. And this is a product that I have lusted after. I've wanted to try this out for a very, very long time. I didn't get it in the BoxyCharm because by the time as I subscribed and everything, the February box was done. But I grabbed this. This thing is expensive. This thing is $79. Okay? This better work. With all seriousness, this better work. I'm not even gonna say I have high hopes for it. Like, my expectations for this thing, this better work. But it is something that I've wanted, so I don't regret purchasing it. I am actually very enthused to use it. Very highly enthused. I think of everything that I purchased, I am most enthused to use this. But again, this is the Dr. Brand Microdermabrasion Age Defying Exfoliator. It renews skin's radiance, polishes, and smooths. It helps diminish the look of fine lines. And it has some other information on the bag. And this thing has amazing reviews on every website that I've searched it on. The reviews are top notch. So I had to grab it, and it's just, I'm definitely in a restoring my skin kind of phase right now. I'm very big on skincare, but right now I'm kind of fixed some things that kind of got thrown off. I also got another dermabrasion item. This is the Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. Helps refine the appearance of pores, deep cleans pores, helps smooth the appearance of pores and skin texture. So this is a similar item to this, but there are minor differences. But I am going to use them at separate times because I want to see how they perform individually, and then I'll get back. I can probably do a review on that. And then lastly, from Dr. Brand, I got the Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Blackhead Extractor Mask. Absorbs excess oil, unclogs, and helps tighten pores. So yeah, a lot of pore defense kinds of items, because I've noticed recently that in this area here, my pores have been getting a little bit bigger, a little bit more noticeable. So I'm gonna take care of that ASAP. I grabbed the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I had 3 powders on my list that I wanted to try. The Laura Mercier one, this one here from Dermablend, and one from Cover FX. I got these 2. I didn't get the Cover FX one. I figure I'll just grab the Cover FX one at a later time, because I'm going to spend some time trying out these 2 new ones that I have here. And it's just in the shade, what's this shade? Warm Saffron. So that's what it looks like right there. Okay, so from MAC, I only picked up 3 items. I got 3 pigments. I got Copper Sparkle. I love copper and bronze shimmery things. I got Tan. This is an old school shade, classic shade. And then I got Old Gold, which is a really beautiful kind of creamy toned gold. Let's move on. I did grab some fragrances. Yeah, some fragrances. Listen, when you get an awesome discount, that's the time to pick up fragrances. That's the time to pick up your expensive skincare. And that's the time to pick up the expensive makeup items that you wouldn't otherwise pick. That's what I do. None of this, all of this stuff I've wanted for a very long time. And I will not buy a lot of these things at full price. Some of them, yeah. Some things I will go through and pick up, but a lot of it I will not buy at full price. So when I get a discount, I run for the things that I've been waiting on. So this scent here, this is by Marc Jacobs, and this is Daisy Oh So Fresh Kiss. There's 3 versions to this fragrance. This one is, again, Oh So Fresh Kiss. There's just the regular kiss, and then there's the Daisy Dream Kiss. And this one was my favorite of the 3. I had a sample of it, and I wore it for about a week, and I fell in love with it, and I figured that this would play nicely as a spring scent. I'll try to search the notes, and if I'm being a good YouTuber, I'll put them in the description. Yeah, and I'll do that for all of these. I'll try to find the notes, and I'll put them in the description. The next scent that I picked up with spring in mind is the scent from Vince Camuto. There's about 5 different fragrances in this collection, and I went with the Chow. It was the girliest one. Yeah, it was the one that appeased me most. And oh my gosh, this presentation is just everything. This box is beautiful. So it comes with a full-size perfume, a rollerball, and the body lotion. And again, this is something that I picked up with spring in mind, and I will have the notes listed below if I'm being a good YouTuber. This one is one that I wanted to pick up during the holiday season. This is another Marc Jacobs scent. I really like Marc Jacobs fragrances. This is Decadence. So I have the softer version of this. I think it's Decadence Divine. Yeah. So I have a rollerball or a little spritzer version of it, like this. But I wanted to get this set from the holiday season, and I decided to go ahead and pick it up now. It's not necessarily a spring scent, but I don't care. I'm gonna wear it anyway. Yeah, it's definitely not a spring scent. Honestly, this perfume gives me crazy nostalgia, like really, because at home we make this soda. We manufacture this soda, and it's called Gombe Punch. So it's Gombe Punch is one version of it, and then we have Gombe Punch Champagne. And the initial spray of this perfume has that kind of carbonated sensation. It doesn't smell like soda all day long, but like the initial spritz of it when I put it on makes me think of that drink from home. And I don't know. What's the Spanish version of it?
Cola champagne.
Okay, so the Spanish version would be Cola Champagne.
Champagne soda.
Yeah, and we make our own version of it, and this makes me think of it. So I don't know. I wanted this because it just gives me nostalgia. And then the last perfume, again, Marc Jacobs. Oh my gosh. Right, this is a Marc Jacobs perfume haul. The last one is Daisy, Oh So Fresh. Comes with the full-size bottle of the Daisy perfume, the rollerball, and the lotion. We currently have this, and it's like empty, so we're draining up. So yeah, we really like Marc Jacobs fragrances. They're really nice. They really work on our skin tone. They really work with our skin chemistry, and so we buy them. My last Macy's bag. This is from Shiseido. This is the Shiseido Brighter, Better Skin Collection. I got it specifically for this product here. This is the White Lucid Micro Targeting Spot Corrector, because I recently had some drama in my life, and it caused me to break out really bad. Like really bad along my chin and my jawline. And whereas the breakouts are gone, my breakouts leave spots and hyperpigmentation. And so I wanted to try the White Lucid Spot Corrector. I just kind of spoke with a skin specialist at Shiseido, and she highly recommended this to me. This item is $175, and I told her that if this does not work, I will be returning it with the quickness. But no, she like highly recommended it, and she pretty much told me that she would not tell me something that doesn't work. So this is it here. I have not used it as yet. I wanted to haul it first, and the packaging is just beautiful. It's so feminine. It's beautiful. I kind of looked at an eye cream as well during the time that I was shopping around, but I decided to go with this. And then it comes with all of these other items. It comes with the Shiseido Power Infusing Concentrate, which is this little baby here that I just dropped on the floor. And then it has the White Lucid Luminizing Surge. And she told me what all of these things do, but I don't remember right now. But I'll have to like refer to the box again or search online. But ultimately, what I paid for was this, and these are just extras that got thrown into the box. And the other one is the Luminizing Infuser. So again, I'm going to have to do more research to figure out how to best use these together and see what my results are like. I know I picked up a lot of skincare. I'm not going to use everything at one time. I'm going to use them, you know, individually and figure out what things work well together, what things have the best effect, and, you know, just maximize on the products that I got. So I do believe that that is it for actual products that I picked up. Everything else is just the gift with purchases. This is the gift with purchase. It's like a 3-piece makeup or cosmetic bag set that came with the Daisy perfume. This is the gift with purchase for the Shiseido, which comes again with more of these little this is the one I dropped on the floor. It comes again with more of these little sample size versions of things, which she said with the amount that I have, I should have a few months worth of use with it. And with my Shiseido order, I also got a free facial, so that's cool. And then this was the gift with purchase that came with, what is this?
The Kiss.
Yeah. So this one came with Kiss Also Fresh. This was the, so it comes with Clarins One-Step Gentle Exfoliating Cleanser, and this is a pretty good amount. It's 1 full ounce. Cool. It also comes with Clarins SPF 50 non-tinted, and then it has the Clarins toning lotion. Again, 1 full ounce. So these are actually pretty good samples. Like, they're not just a one-time use sample. Like, this is 1 ounce, this one is half an ounce about, and this one is 1.7 ounces. So I can actually try them out legitimately. And then I have another sample bag here. This has some Clinique samples in it. I got this when I purchased the beauty blender. So this is Clinique Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. The Benefit Professional. This comes with everything all the time. I have a million of them that I'm just like, I'm done. This is an Anastasia little kabuki brush and Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. So it comes with those samples. And anything else? Are we done? Yeah, that's it. So that is my Haulapalooza. This is by far the most dramatic haul that I have ever engaged in. And I hope you have enjoyed watching the things that I've spent my money on. But no, I enjoy purchasing these things. These are all things that I have wanted. None of these were impulse purchases. These are things that I have planned for. And I'm happy that I got them. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check the description for those fragrance notes that I promised you. As well as my social media links and any other information that I feel necessary to include. I'll go ahead and throw them down there. Follow me on Instagram for sure at Free Vanity. And I will catch you guys in another video. Bye.